for taking the time to be here today and share some thoughts. What I would like to speak about today is the concept of time and the importance of maximizing your time in everything that you do. It's an interesting thing that time often is looked at a commodity that we can at any given moment dispose of or replace. The truth is, time is very precious. One of the concepts is that time can never be brought back. What happened 10 minutes ago will never be repeated. Never. Because that becomes history. Time goes by and nothing can bring it back. Nothing. If anything, we live in the present, and this is a gift, and that's why it's called the present, and the future will bring about more time, but not the past. All we can get from the past is historically stories, we can get experience, we can get concept, we can have memories, we can reminisce, but we can bring it back. Question is, what do we do about the time and how do we maximize our time? It's an interesting thing. As I remember, as I was growing up, my father, bless his soul, we were living in Paris, France. This is where I grew up, and I remember I would, in the morning, go and tell my father of the time that I would go to school. I would have to take the subway to go, we're living in Paris, and go from my home to the bus station at times, and at times take the subway depending on the route that we took. But it's an interesting concept, and that is that every day my father was there early in the morning, and he would say to me, let's go ahead and get ready for school. And I would get up and get ready, and he would just take his time. And I would say that we got to rush, we got to be ready. My father calmly would say to me, take your time, take your time. We know exactly when the train comes. We know how often they come. And we know when they leave. We know how long it takes to get there. So if you plan it properly, you won't have to rush. And you won't have to waste time. And not only that, but you'll maximize the things that you'll be able to do here at home. So have a good breakfast. Make sure you brush and floss your teeth. Make sure that you're dressed properly and that everything that you will need for that day is prepared. Now that you know everything is there, go ahead and pick up a book if you have to, and maybe review your lesson for the day. And this is something you would say to me 2-3 times a week, week in and week out. And I learned that from him, and it's interesting. At one point in time, when I became a consultant, I traveled extensively. And I also did it the same way. If things are planned properly, you don't have to worry. Now, a person has to be thankful and grateful for what they have. Whether it's modest or it's great, they have to be thankful. I'm very grateful to have had a father who trained me and gave me the opportunity to realize the importance of time. Life in business is like a changing season. It says you can't change the season, but you certainly can change yourself to lead an extraordinary life. You can do that at any given time. Any one of us, including myself, have the opportunity to do that. And one of the ways to do this is you have to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. And that's the key to success to many of the greatest people in the world today that have successfully developed phenomenal concept, phenomenal wealth, amazing lives, extraordinary lives. And that's about the seasons. There are 4 seasons as we know it. And the reason why there are 4 seasons is because the time is changing, is for us to learn on every one of those seasons what to do and how to do it. The season that I'll start with is the winter. What is the winter and what does it prepare and what does it do? In some places the winters are cold, very, very cold. As a matter of fact, so cold there's snow, and it seems that it's a time of closure where people are not quite outside, they're mostly inside. So it's a time for economic review. It's a time for social gathering. It's a time for, reviewing of your health and what you need to do, or perhaps analyzing your career and where you want to be for the next season. It's a time to make some business move and make a determination. Not only that, we know that after each night, even though it's dark, comes a day. Will come brightness. After each winter will come the spring. Things will change. Things will bloom. During the winter, it seems that it's a dreary time where people are cold and things are closed in. This is the time in your home, in your office, in your life, with yourself, to make determination as to what you're going to do. Interestingly enough, the calendar matches so that this is the end of the year. And so at the end of that year, for the winter season, is a new year going to start. So that's when you make all the preparations. It's also the end of the year from an accounting standpoint. Fiscal year ends towards that time. And all of the taxes and last, people that have not filed their taxes sometime in October will have to finish them. This is the time to finish all the processes and move on to the next level. Then comes spring. Spring is an opportunity to plant harvest. It's an opportunity to give you all of the aspect of the new life. It's the window into the opportunities. Spring allows for someone to develop, open up. It allows for plants to bloom. It allows for the process that we've started back in the winter to actually take effect into the ground. Spring is an opportunity for us to open up the windows, and they call it spring cleaning. It's a well-known concept that people, clean up their homes and open up the windows and let the air and the light come in, and so many things are happening in the spring. This is the time for your business then to take on the next level, to take on the next step, to start putting into motion the things that you have prepared during the winter. Then comes the summer. Summer now is what nourishes life, is what gives life. You have to nourish, it says, like a mother, and you have to protect like a father. I've heard that my whole life. Nourish like a mother because a mother pays attention to all the details that a son or a daughter needs. Protect like a father because the father is there to make sure to encompass and protect and create a barrier, create a gate around everything. This is the time when you yourself pay attention to all of the details of everything that you put forth. This is the time for you to expound and expand on everything that you do. This is the time for you to give and share, and at all times enjoy all the things that you've put together. And then comes the fall. And the fall is the harvest. Now, if you did not plant during the spring, it'll be a poor harvest. If you didn't pay attention to the things that you've done, it won't be there by the time the fall comes. And then the fall is a time of thanksgiving, the time of ingathering of the things that you've planted throughout the whole year. To amplify your harvest, you have to let your life touch you. You have to develop the ability to reflect, and it's called, in this case, reflective accounting. Every single day you must pay attention to those details. Imagination is the first step of any possibilities. When you use the imagination, it says that imagination itself is the best nation. It's imagination. Imagine your nation. This is your nation. This is what you do with it. This is your world. This is your life. This is what you will become if you use an imagination. You have to open up the doors. You have to be able to become excited about what you do. It's interesting. Someone asked me at one of the seminars, they said, it's amazing, but at the seminar itself, I come excited to every single seminar. Every mastermind I come to, I'm excited, I'm pumped, I am totally rejuvenated. And I'm so excited because I'm going to come and I'm going to hear myself speak about different things and speak about the different things that we do. And someone once came and asked me and they said, how can you be excited at each seminar? How is that? I said, you know what? Because I attend every seminar. I attend every single seminar. And I attend it with complete life. You can do the same thing. But this isn't something you do just on a season basis. This isn't something you want to wait till the next winter or the next fall or the next summer or spring or any other season. No. The seasons are reflections of what happens throughout the year. What happens throughout the month and what happens throughout your week and what needs to happen throughout your day. You must act every single day as though this is a full season. The morning itself is the time of the spring. The afternoon is the time of the summer. The evening is the fall. and the night is the winter. In one 24-hour cycle, the 4 seasons occur. And those things that I've mentioned, the particular possibilities and opportunities that I've spoken about, have to come about on a daily basis. You have to make your day a full day. Every single day has to count. Every day must be a day infused with things that you've changed in your office. Now you might say sometimes it's exhausting. I'm tired. I didn't have a good night last night. Or you might even say, I'm having a hard week this week. Collections are low. Difficulties with patients. Difficulty with treatment. Difficulty with staff. Issues that I have. Taxes are due. I have issues with my spouse. Some of the things with my family. All those things will happen whether you like it or not. All these things will go on and continuously repeat themselves. What matters is not those things. It's not these obstacles or challenges as we might see them. It's not the bitterness behind the things that they bring about. It's how you react to them. As it says, when a person trips, it's not the fall that matters. It's how they get up and what they do after they've gotten up. How many businesses have been created and fallen apart, and yet the business person behind it, with courage and strength and vitality and energy and focus, started back up again, and then had a better day and a better week and a better month and a better year and a better business. You can't think negatively. You have to think positively. But for things to change, you have to change. And you can make that happen. You have to work harder on yourself, as we said, than you work on your job. Once you prepare yourself to be this kind of a person, once you prepare yourself to be that strength itself, you can then invigorate and rejuvenate everyone around you. And that's what it takes. It takes the courage to want to do that. The truth is, you deserve that success. You deserve that change. You deserve to be able to, during the summer, nourish your life, and during the fall, gather the harvest. You need to. You deserve it. And your family deserves it. So, in making sure that your office generates enough protocols, enough systems, so that in your life you're able to do all of these things, you're going to have to make clear decisions every single day. Waking up in the morning and deciding, what will be my day today? How will I start? And again, it'll start with the morning becoming the spring, the middle of the day and the afternoon being the summer, the evening being the fall, and the night being the winter. And those 4 seasons you will go through on a daily basis. Make a schedule and a commitment to become better, to change the world, to leave a legacy, and to make this happen. These are not esoteric concepts. These are not things that are so difficult for anyone. The success of any one person is determined by their ability to see a vision and to create a vision and to implement that vision. That's what it takes. Anyone has the opportunity to do that. And you are a remarkable person. I'm a remarkable person. We all have those traits that can make us what we want to be, what we wish to be. If you want to, if you desire to. You have the opportunity to make an extraordinary life. And I hope and pray that you do that. Because life in business is like changing seasons. I mean, you can't change a season, but you can change yourself to lead an extraordinary life. And I hope and pray to God that you do. Thank you very much.